Good morning, Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms, and I've got my buddy got Willis with me today. Got a beautiful Saturday morning. He and I had a little change of plans this morning. That means we're gonna get some things done. First order of business, see if we can get these girls up to the barn. We're gonna do just a little bit of quick sorting, hopefully quick. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all know what to do. A thumbs up, subscribe button if you haven't already, and the notification little bell is even better. But let's get to it. So yeah, I had a quick change of plans. We were headed out of town to a softball tournament for Kimber, and he got sick is the simple way to say it. He wasn't feeling good. We definitely made the right decision to not go ahead and go. He took a power nap and the old proverbial puke and rally. He says he feels great now. In fact, he wants to go to the tournament. I've kind of considered it, but they're about 2 hours south of us in Mississippi, and they're actually under a rain delay right now. So we may be better served just hanging out here anyway. Too, it's kind of those deals, be our luck by the time we get down there. Being a tournament, you know, they play till they lose. They either get beat or, yeah, it would rain again and rain them out or whatever. But we're gonna get some stuff done. So essentially it's just 10 cows and the bull that we want to keep. And we're actually gonna put in this pasture right here next to the house where the horses stay. We'll move all the rest of them back where they won't be right across the fence from each other, where specifically, especially the bull, won't be tempted to go back. Which the cows we're keeping or up here that we're gonna sell. So keeping's not really the right word. The cows we're gonna keep with the bull are the ones that all checked open anyway, so they should be the ones that he wants to stay with. But you know that he doesn't always cooperate. But I think, and it's always dangerous to feel this way, but I think we got the ones caught we wanted. There may be one cow-calf pair that was lingering. They always do. In fact, I may ride back there and check on that. But there will be, I think there will be 3 pairs. And we went ahead and said there's a couple of the latest spring calving cows. Kind of looked at it and said, yeah, we might as well go ahead and sell them with their calf on their side. Calf isn't gonna be much if we tried to go ahead and wean it now anyway. All right, so we'll look these over and see who we've got that we don't want. I think looking at the cows, we've got just pretty much everyone we want. I've got the 3 calves to make the pairs that I want. We've got a few other calves. My question is, do they belong to some of these other cows? And if they do, we'll just leave them here together. If not, we will need to get them back to other groups so that we're not inadvertently weaning. Knew there had to be one, number 808 right there. She's bred, she's a good cow. We're gonna keep her. So I need to get her out of here. These are all, except for Nola there. Nola just, she doesn't move too fast anywhere. I don't care which group she ends up with. She is not gonna ever get sold. But she may stay with that group until another day comes. But yeah, I need to get this 808 cow back with the rest of the herd. Go on, mama. You don't want to be with this group. This group, hopefully a lot of this group will make, you know, mama cows for somebody else. But the ones that are pairs, definitely, you know, we're gonna sell as pairs. I'd say have a real good chance of that. No, get on up there. Get on up there in that other pen. There's other cows in there. You can see them. She's just not wanting to cooperate. There she goes, there she goes. There she goes. That actually is gonna work out perfect, except for that one little calf. No, you stay in here. See if I can get her out of here. They'll pretty much just be opening and closing gates from here on. All right, so these are basically all the cows. Plus the calves. We still haven't weaned calves. Getting time to do that too. But pretty much all the cows that'll make up our herd calving next spring. Yeah, and the ones that are up there at the barn still are the ones that are gonna be sold. Main thing, we got the bull off of all these cows that we're gonna be keeping. There's some heifers in here that weren't bred, that I don't want bred yet, that was a risk. Just all kinds of reasons not wanting that. But see, some of them won't stop and eat out here, and that's because this is good grazing. But with this being our mostly fescue pastures, we want to start stockpiling this. It's August 20th. Kind of our goal is to keep, I mean, we may not have animals out here again until December, maybe even January. Maybe wishful thinking. But also, ultimately, a lot of these girls, the reason that may be very realistic is we're gonna haul them up and load them to our other farm eventually. Yeah, I mean, why not do that today? Good point. Except we will wean calves off of them before we do that. There's a bunch of the calves coming there. Some of the calves still a little on the young side. Some of the later spring-born ones, which a lot of them had the moms that didn't breed back, so it ain't gonna matter. But yeah, we're gonna wean here. We don't want to move everybody and then wean down there. Wean them here, then move all the cows, and yeah, kind of go from there. Kind of a logistical, you know, cobweb of like these going here and there and there, and these will stay here, and we'll wean before we do that. And then, but we need to sell those, get them out of here first, so we can have that pasture. And yeah, it's kind of convoluted, and I'm not entirely sure how it'll all work. But need to get these few stragglers through the gate because, again, we want to save this grass for colder days. Y'all go on. Look at there. Okay, so this mission is pretty well accomplished. I don't know how that happened, but that is definitely a pair that is supposed to still be up at the barn. And now I'm worried about all the rest of them. God dang, it's always something. Are you kidding me? Spoke way too soon about mission being accomplished. Let's see if we can drive them back up there. Turn left, left, left. Now take you a right. Okay. So now what begs the question is, how did they get out of the pen? And why didn't the others get out with them? She's a pretty good looking cow, but I mean, obviously she is calved late. That should be reason enough that we don't. Willis, you gotta stay away from that calf. Well, that's the cow that tried to eat me up. One of the 3 or 4 that tried to eat me up whenever I tagged the calf. So yeah, you don't want to be messing with her calf. But yeah, she's calved late, so obviously we can't. I mean, she's not gonna be bred back. She's not bred back. But 2, she's got something a little off in her back end. A lot of the time, most of the time, it's not apparent. And heck, she may be fine, you know, for somebody else. But 1, I was not going to take that risk, and 2, she's just, yeah, she had a summer calf. That does not fit in our program. Oh, go on that way. Go on past us. There you go. Back with Mom. Well, how she got out, I think I solved the mystery. It's not an exciting one, but it is a good one from my perspective because it's not like they tore something up or did something too stupid. But yeah, so there, and you can see the 1 cow's in heat. So hopefully that'll keep the bull's attention for the next few days. They were in this pen, and then they could go in that pen. The panel over there, I'd never reattached it to the fence back over here. So how'd they get out? They simply walked around the end. I was just fortunate that all morning, as we were sorting and everything else, that none of the rest of them did that. Because they could have easily all followed her out and down there, and then I would have never gotten them all back up here. And then everything we just spent the last hour or so doing would have been all for absolutely nothing. And on top of that, our opportunity to do it again would be diminished for probably a couple of weeks because we had just moved the entire herd as far away as possible. So, crisis averted. So yeah, back to my plan. They'll be just in this pasture from now until whenever the morning is that we load them and sell them. That also allows us, I can just leave that gate open. They can come and go in here out of the barn lot every morning. I can put them a bucket of feed in here in the pen. That way, which most of these are really gentle anyway, but whenever that morning comes that we decide to haul them, all I got to do is that day, instead of dumping the bucket and walking back to the house, I shut the gate, back the trailer up and load them up. Yeah, easier said than done, but that's kind of the idea. I'll open this up, let them come out. Basically, not sure when we're gonna get them hauled. We're probably gonna go ahead and haul to a little bit bigger sale barn. It's just a little bit further away that sells on Wednesday. Our smaller local barn, it's just a little more convenient to get to, sells on Tuesdays, but I mean, I'd love to support them, but it's just, I mean, you can't even get a market report out of them. I mean, you can call and like ask them about it, but those bigger barns, there's just buyers there. And that's, if you're selling cattle, I mean, what do you need? You need buyers. And if it's an auction, you don't need one buyer. You need there to be multiple folks there bidding. And these smaller auctions, yeah, I feel for them because I don't know what the answer is, because they can't expect buyers to show up when you don't have, you know, much of an offering each week. But you're never going to have much of an offering if you don't get the buyers there. So it's yeah, yeah, I don't know. But hey, we got to worry about our own finances, and if we're just hauling one or two cows, you know, we got a cow that's, you know, had a problem and we just need to get rid of her at odd times of the year, yeah, we definitely go to that local barn. It doesn't make sense to drive the extra 50 miles one way. Anyway, we are gonna go get some other stuff done now, right?
Yes.
You feeling better still?
Yes.
Good deal. Can you say yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Kids these days, you gotta stay on them about that stuff. Well, and another good morning to you. We trying to remember. Yeah, yesterday afternoon it rained. Kind of a little bit of an unexpected shower. We caught another one this morning. I don't know if I'm seeing that gauge right. Good grief. I didn't realize it rained that much. Yeah, about 1.75 or so. So I think most of that was probably this morning. Oh, about daylight. We had a pretty big storm move through. But we're gonna see if we can get these cows to do like we had talked about. Just keep feeding them in here every morning, and hopefully they'll be real easy to catch whenever we go to load them one morning, which may end up being this week, because my tentative plans for this Wednesday were hopefully to be baling hay if weather would permit and allow us to cut today. But heck, after seeing that, even if they took the rain chance out for this afternoon all of a sudden, which I don't expect them to do, I'd be afraid it's still going to be just a little bit muddy, just to be tracking up the fields and whatnot. But we'll see if these cows will cooperate. So yeah, we may be hauling them this week, but, if we can't be in the hayfield. Got those two, her, got a bunch more. Looks like they're just gonna all come in there where the horses are, which is fine, but looks like we may start to get them trained on this. Now everybody's just about to get it figured out, so we'll leave them alone. Let them enjoy a little bite of breakfast. We'll do it again, well, probably every morning from now until we haul them. Woo! Come on, babies. Come on. Well, another good morning, y'all. This may be a record for good mornings in one video, but back again with these cull cows. Gonna see if we can keep them trained to come up here into the pen. So I'd say there's a fair chance we're gonna sell them here in a couple of days, just looking at the weather forecast and schedules and whatnot, but we'll see if they'll all cooperate. So we got one straggler there, but otherwise everybody else down there in the pen. So when it comes to yeah, this bunch, they're pretty well behaving like they should be. Today is Monday now, so Wednesday is sale day. Just have to decide, is that what we're gonna do on Wednesday? Probably so, at least Wednesday morning, if I had to say right now. We do have a break in the weather finally. It's rained again since yesterday morning. I think I dumped out, was it 1 3/4 yesterday morning? I just dumped out another 3/10 that came through. Yeah, probably just not long after we had quit filming yesterday. I'll give a brief little personal update, kind of to explain why I'm recording here on a Monday when, well, it's only about 7:30, when I should be at least headed towards work. I have just been diagnosed with mono, so explains a lot. It was actually a bit of a relief to get that diagnosis because it's been going on about 2 weeks that I've just really felt like crap. It's probably the easiest way to say it. Had a fever for well, about 6 days. Of course, not these days you can't have a fever without, at least, mentioning COVID. Tested COVID negative multiple times, but finally was having some really, really terrible headaches. I guess you'd say migraines. I don't know, I've never had migraines. And that prompted us to go in and get a little more, I guess, advanced testing done. And yeah, lo and behold, I have mono. So, anything about mono, you're supposed to just take it easy for a while. Otherwise, it can turn into a really long and drawn out illness. So, yeah, what you're seeing me do right now is about the most strenuous thing I'm gonna do today. Got to do a few more things. As I'm looking, at all the things I need to get done, trying to figure out which projects are, pretty easy and not very strenuous and whatnot. Because if I'm too sick to be at work, then I don't need to be out here, making matters worse. But anyway, just as I've gotten out, and I hadn't done much at all this morning, I can already tell. I'm just really fatigued. But anyway, enough about me. We are going to, we need to feed the bulls too. We do need to ride up the road, check on those few stockers that didn't get sold. And are you three hungry? You boys hungry? All right. Now he's trying to push me down. Y'all quit. Quit. Hey. Okay, and here's this group of steers. So there is actually all 7 of them. I don't know if y'all can see them all, but you got 3 black ones in a row right here, then 1 there, then 1 off in the distance, and then the tiger stripes kind of got their camouflage. You may not be able to see them right through there. So it's actually the first time I have laid eyes on all 7 of them. My brother did at one point, but good deal. Got them spotted. Yeah, I just generally don't feel very good, so we're gonna start moseying our way back towards the house. So I've been lazy most of the day, taking it easy like I'm supposed to be, but I gotta get something else accomplished today. I can't feel completely worthless. So, got our lights in to put on the tractor. These LEDs, plug straight in. I can show you, gotta replace these 2 on the back. I think both those may actually be working. We knew this one was not working. That's the one new one that we have installed. That one up there is not working. But I went ahead and, because we had taken one off to take into town when we were trying to get just one, or a set bought without having to order any. We stacked all this hay in here, I guess a week ago tomorrow, late at night after it was dark. So I went ahead and popped that new one on. Quick, easy installation. Basically it's just one little bolt where you mount, and then you just snap the plug right in. It's easy as that. But I could tell you how to do it, or I could show you. So I might as well show you here now. I guess these are like a lot of, old lights, and that the lens gets super dingy. And just, you can tell where that alone would make it not nearly as bright. Just take that one little nut off there, bolt out of there. Oh, lost the washer. Got a simple little plug. Grab the new light. I'll plug right in there. Simple as that. My dad would tell me, don't take that off there, that gives you extra protection. Well, no, I'm going to take that off there. I guess we'll turn it on, make sure it works. The other one did. Look, even here in the daylight, you can appreciate, good gosh, how much brighter that one is than the one up there. So yeah, it's hard for me to even look at, but obviously the one over there on top of the cab's not working. We're going to replace both those. I didn't turn the ones up on the back, but they were actually working. But go ahead and replace them with those LEDs, just because you couldn't upgrade just one or two. But it's kind of an expensive little project. It's like $100 a piece, so pretty easy math. 6 lights, but be a good little upgrade. I hope we're not, cutting hay and doing whatnot late at night too much anymore. Because I was actually, as I think back, with this illness that I'm currently dealing with, I started showing symptoms the day after I spent half the night cutting hay, which, if you know anything about mono, I'd caught the virus probably weeks before. It was just the symptoms just then hit me. But running myself ragged like we tend to do from time to time certainly doesn't help things, certainly doesn't help the recovery. So we're gonna get this project done here pretty quick, and then I'll probably not do anything too much more strenuous the rest of the day. Got them working there on the back. Got 1, 2, 3, yep, all 4 working on the front. See over there? Guess another thing, I could replace these. I guess maybe I ought to look into doing that just to make it complete. But no, I think we'll be content with having, good grief there, Bright. You can't look at them when you're talking, that's for sure. Or you can't look at them, period. Cut those off. Yeah, that's a nice little project completed. Plug and go on those. Oh, man. I don't know if it's just still me, we're being sick, or I imagine it's just the fact that it's the middle of August, and I don't know what the temperature is today, but I'm sure we're at like 90% humidity, all the rain we've had. But woo! I don't know, despite or in spite of, I don't know what my proper terminology is there. Despite of being sick and taking it easy, well, not really getting much of anything done yesterday. Got a few things done Saturday, a few things done today. Have had a productive last few days. Would love to get some hay cut. I really don't know when I'm gonna be totally up for that. Last thing I want to do is get a bunch cut and then get to feeling bad again, really, and then a few days later not being able to finish it up. Again, just got to take it easy here for a few more days at least. But may just about wrap it up for this one. So I don't know what we're going to be doing here on Wednesday. My plan is I'm going to give it a go tomorrow at the office. At least as of right now, I think I can at least try it. That goes pretty well. Thinking Wednesday may take out early with these cows and that bull to the sale barn. Get back, if the weather as it currently looks on the extended forecast holds, May cut some hay Wednesday afternoon to bale. Probably wouldn't even bale it until Sunday because we've got a softball tournament on Saturday. As of right now, the best chance of rain is like 35% chance on Sunday. So we'll have to keep watching that pretty closely. Too, I don't know, that may be more than I can bite off and chew on Wednesday, depending on how I'm feeling. Just driving, hauling cows to the sale barn shouldn't be too strenuous. And then getting home, you wouldn't think. Just sitting on a tractor mowing hay shouldn't be too strenuous, but we got to get cows loaded. We got to get the mower hooked up. So anyway, we'll see. Things are now not just weather dependent, but illness dependent too. But appreciate y'all watching. I'm rambling like I always do. Just never know what's going to come up next. Thank y'all. Y'all remember, eat beef and God bless.